But your video is coming green, some blur.
Okay, no problem. Okay, good morning all. This is Krishna Gadipe from the RISE core team. Welcome to the HADOOP training track session on Scoop. So yesterday we discussed about the Scoop. It was primarily like the introduction, and today we are going to take a deeper dive onto the Scoop session. And prior to that, let me quickly introduce the Women Who Code and from which platform these training sessions we are hosting. So Women Who Code is a worldwide non-profit voluntary organization that is spread across in almost 122 countries with a member base of more than 250,000. And the mission of Women Who Code is to support the women in the IT industry to excel in their respective career. And when it comes to the vision of Women Who Code, basically it is all about like a world where diverse women are better represented as engineers and tech leaders. And regarding the code of conduct about Women Who Code stands for equality. It doesn't encourage any kind of discrimination based on physical appearance, age, religion, socio-economic status, caste, creed, political affiliation, and whatnot. So it's all about equality. We want to provide an equal opportunity for all the women who are really interested in excelling their respective IT careers. And for the full version of the code of conduct, we request the members to go through the below link at Women Who Code. And at the same time, we request all the members to adhere to the code of conduct of Women Who Code. And moving on to the current program is known as RISE. Basically, this program is to enable the women who are currently on the career break to come back to the mainstream workforce. And we are hosting these programs, basically the training sessions on Hadoop, Java, and testing from the Women Who Code Hyderabad chapter. We request the participants to enroll to the Hyderabad chapter so that they can utilize this particular platform for enrolling and participating in various other events or activities that will be hosted from this particular platform. With that, I would like to hand over the control to Prabhat. Prior to that, I would like to thank Prabhat Jain for taking out time and coming forward to host these sessions for us. Thank you, Prabhat, and over to you, Prabhat.
Yeah, thank you, Hari. Hi, team. Good morning. Good evening.
Good morning. Good morning, Prabhat.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonia, Amisha, Prita, Shri, Lawrence. So today I'll be continuing with the Apache Scoop session, and we'll be doing some hands-on exercise on Apache Scoop. And like what yesterday we had discussed about a theoretical session on Apache Scoop, and we had one example where we import data from the MySQL to SDFS. So with that, before I start with the new session, so I would like to take your questions. Guys, if you have any question, you can post in a chat, or you can just let me know before I start the session. Did you get a chance to practice in your laptop yesterday?
Yes, Prabhat. Actually, from my side, I created the table, but the same error I got from while importing the table to HDFS.
So did you get a chance to talk to Shri? That's like yesterday you were saying that you was talk to somebody on the team.
Yeah, we thought to, I thought to talk with Preeta. Actually, yesterday a little busy we are, we both, so we're unable to catch up. Today afternoon times we will do.
Yeah, please take out some time to catch up and resolve
No,
that.
while you doing only, we got the same error, right? That one only I got while importing the table.
What error you are getting?
It's something like error tool unrecognized argument my -m.
Okay, you put a hyphen m with the value 1, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Try again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything from Shri Pita? Um,
Prabhat, actually, I was unable to attend yesterday's session, so I need to check once again if I have the recording. I'll be trying it if I get it.
okay, sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm sharing my screen here. Let me know if you are able to see. So are you able to see my screen? Clouded screen.
Yes, Prabhat.
Okay. Okay, let's do yesterday we import the data without any where clause. So today we will try to import data with where clause. Okay, on the same data set like what we had discussed yesterday. So data is in MySQL, and we wanted to write the data from MySQL to SDFS. So we'll be using a scoop import command to import data from the MySQL to SDFS. So similarly, we will do the same command. We'll write the same command, scoop import command. Okay. So I'll show you the data where the data resides in MySQL. So MySQL customer, right? So this is a data set in MySQL customer data set. We'll be using the customer data set and we'll import the data in SDFS. This time we'll put the where clause where city equal to Chennai. So only those records will be imported in SDFS which has a city equal to Chennai. So we will be using a scope import command. Scope import. Then we'll be writing a connect JDBC colon MySQL colon server name localhost and the database name is this01. Username, we'll put the username as root and password we write as Cloudera and table name we write as customer. Now we'll be writing a where clause. Where? So where city equal to Chennai. Put city as column and then we'll writing a in single quote we'll writing a Chennai. Delete target directory. We'll be specifying the target directory with the help of target directory argument. Right here, we'll put the we'll specify the directory name which is in SDFS. So we'll be creating a new directory under Cloudera named as output where output session 2. Okay, so this will be the directory in a
But near
SDFS.
Chennai, you have given double quotes and single quotes, I think.
Yes, right, correct. Yeah. Yeah,
Thanks.
the name of the value is in single quote and the complete where close in a double quotes.
Prabhat, what
Okay,
is
fine.
that
Yeah.
delete? Prabhat, what is that delete target directory?
Delete target directory. Like if your target directory, if user Cloudera output session 2 is already exists. Suppose you don't know whether this directory exists or not in the SDFS, but you have specified the directory name. So your command will fail if you don't specify this the delete target directory if directory already exists. But if you specify delete target directory, what it does, it first delete the output session 2 directory from the SDFS, and then it create a new directory for you. If directory does not exist, so it does not run this command, since directory it ignores this argument, delete target directory argument. Is it clear?
Okay.
Or
Clear.
yeah, okay. So it is just for deleting the existing directory if exist. Otherwise, this argument will be ignored from the from the scope if directory does not exist in SDFS, right? So I'm just pressing enter. I'll submitting this job. No primary. Okay, I'll define the mapper as 1. The error. Cannot delete. Okay, it shows name node is in safe mode. So we need to come out from the safe mode. Do you know the command to come out from the safe mode? I think admin safe mode.
So Prabhat, like safe mode means like, is it like in kind of some state where it is shutting down the nodes, or how is it?
Safe mode, meaning that like it is doing some kind of maintenance internally. So name node was running in a safe mode. So when we generally start the Cloudera distribution, it comes in a safe mode mode. So we take out from a name node from the safe mode by writing the safe mode leave command. So it will come out from the safe maintenance mode to normal mode. When it is in safe mode, so user won't be able to run any commands since it's doing some kind of maintenance activity. So that's why it is showing error. So I'm not able to perform any operation on the name node on the SDFS. It is in safe mode. So I need to move out from the safe mode by running the safe mode command.
Got you. Thank you.
So save mode is off. Now I can run the same command. So you can ignore this warning, this error. This is a bug in a Cloudera virtual machine, Cloudera Hadoop. They have fixed it in a different version, but still it is in a 5.1.2 version. So can be ignored, but your job is still running. Now the next scenario would be to apply the where clause on this data set, on this table, and you will be selecting a few columns from the table. So the first case was to select the whole data from the MySQL and write it in a SDF. And second case that is still running was to select the only the city having a value Chennai. Third test case, like select the Chennai as a city, but few columns: first name, credit date, and transaction ID. You are not interested in a customer ID or age, so you can leave those columns in MySQL. Just import the select columns from the MySQL. You understand the third key use case? Your job completed successfully. This time it retrieved only 3 records. So I'm going to run fs command, cat command on the specified directory user Cloudera output session 2. So you can see here, it only imported 3 records. It only retrieved 3 records from MySQL, which satisfy the condition. Please confirm like if you are able to understand this example. Otherwise, I'll explain it again. Or Hari, can you confirm if you are if you can understand and explain to others what we did so far?
Yeah, basically like we tried to use the where clause and fetch those records which fit the criteria as per the where clause.
Okay, so what is the next use case, Hari? Okay, next use case is using the same command. Okay, where clause. So here I am putting a where clause, but I'll be going to select few columns from the customer table. So I'll be writing a columns. I'll be specifying the columns list. column name would be like customer ID. We can put first name, customer ID. It's a comma separated list. First name and city and created. Okay. Column.
Prabhat, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
That I'm still confused between Scoop and the RDMS. As you have told that Scoop import the data from that RDMS to SDFS. So why we are using Scoop? Can we directly import the data from RDMS to SDFS, or Scoop is necessary for this?
No, how you import the data from RDBMS to SDFS without using any utility or scope?
So what is the I mean, then why we are using Scoop? It's just to manage the data.
No. Amisha, you are Amisha, or who's talking? Like
I think it's Sonia.
Sonia.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonia, Scoop is just a data transfer tool. So when Scoop was not developed, so there was no utility that transfer the data from the relational database to Apache Hadoop. So you need to run the you need to write the program to copy or move the data from the relational database to Apache Hadoop. Now Scoop provides the utilities to import the data from one system to another system. It's a bridge between two systems. So consider your database is in a different country and MySQL database or relational database is in different country, but you wanted to process that data set in Hadoop, and your Hadoop server is running on some other country, and there is no way, like you cannot process that data which is stored in MySQL with the help of MapReduce or any other processing, distributed processing. You need to take the data out from the MySQL or relational database to Hadoop environment. Then you will be able to run the MapReduce processing or any other processing, right? So Scoop provides a flexibility, or it's a bridge between two ecosystems, relation database and Hadoop ecosystem. So it copy the data. So you import the data from MySQL to SDFS, Hive, or HBase for the processing. Even you can export data from SDFS to relational database.
I mean, vice versa is also there by using Scoop.
Yeah, right. If you don't understand,
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll write it in a paint. I'll explain it in a paint. It won't take time, but I can explain it if you don't understand the concept of Scoop.
No, I'm clear, Prabhat. Right now.
Okay. So you can see it's a very simple to write the Scoop import command. It's just a one-line statement, and you can connect with any relational database. I'm not talking about you can only connect with the MySQL. You can connect with the Teradata, Postgres SQL, MySQL, SQL Server, Netezza.
Oracle.
You can connect to any database with the help of driver connection, but you just need a connection string, a driver name, username, and password. You can put here, and you will be connected to the database which is required, which is needed for you, and just specify the table name or other details. Then you will be able to push the data from MySQL to Hadoop. There was no way to copy the data, to move the data from the relational database to SDFS. Suppose your historical data is in MySQL, or your online data is in MySQL, you wanted to process through MapReduce. So for that processing, you need a data in SDFS. Then you run the scoop utility command to copy the data from the relation database to MySQL to SDFS.
Yes, Prabhat, we are good here.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm creating another directory, output session 3. Now we are selecting a few columns from the MySQL: customer ID, first name, city, created at. Earlier we have not specified any column, so it imported all the data. It imported all the column from the MySQL, but here we are setting up the limit to specify the number of columns. So the number of columns, whatever we specify with the scope import, will be imported with where close set equal to Chennai. So it will execute it, and you will be seeing the result in a SDFS. Or number of mappers have not specified. So I'm just creating a data set. So okay, let's see whether it is completed or not. So it's completed the output, the it retrieved 3 records. Now I'll be going to run get command on the specified directory user Cloudera output session 3. Is a directory, okay. So we have seen here it only imported the selected columns, customer ID, first name, city, and credit time. It only imported retrieved the 4 columns from the MySQL and ignored all remaining columns. So this is a way how you do that to import the data, a selective import from the MySQL, from the relation database. You can specify the where clause and columns arguments if you wanted to limit the or selective import the selective import. Now I'll be going to run the export command. For that, I'll be writing the data, one file from Cloudera desktop associate.exe user Cloudera. I need to create directory first. Copy. Creating a new directory in HDFS associate. And directory already exists. Okay, associate 2. HADOOP FS get user Cloudera associate to associate. Yeah, okay. So this is a data set in HDFS. So you wanted to export this data set in MySQL. So yesterday we had discussed about the scoop export utility that provides you the flexibility to run the export command and export the data from the SDFS to MySQL. Can somebody tell me the command to export the data from the SDFS to MySQL? Are you following me? Is my voice audible to you?
Yes, Prabhat.
Yes, Prabhat.
So can you confirm like what is the command to export data? We had discussed yesterday, right? Okay, no worries. Yeah, I'll explain you. So this is a data set in SDFS. So we'll be going to export this data set in MySQL. For that, first we need to create the schema in MySQL for the data set which you will be going to export in a MySQL. So I'll be going to create a table in MySQL first before running a scoop export utility. So here you can see we have 4 columns: associate ID, associate name, phone number, and the address. So I'll be going to create 4 columns in MySQL. So I'll be write the create table statement.
Yep, Prabhat, I have one doubt. Already we have one table here, right? Customer.
Correct. Yeah.
We can't use this table for export.
No, no.
Why?
Here you can see we have 4 columns, and this is another data set. So consider you are merging a customer data set with associate data set. So customer has 6 to 7 columns, but associate has 4 columns. So it's not allowed to or it's not a correct way to merge the different data set in one table. So since associate table can be used for different purpose for processing. So we will segregate the customer data with from associate data. That's why we are creating a new table.
Okay.
So I'm creating a new table associate. I'll be defining a ID as integer type, not null, and make it as primary key. Then we have name. We can put the name as varchar2, varchar20. We can set the limit as 20. And then we have contact number, and contact number we can define in varchar as well. Phone number varchar 12. Then we have address, $20. So table has been created, associate table has been created. Now I'll be going to run the export command. So scope export, and then we'll define a connection string connect JDBC colon MySQL colon local colon colon database name where the data will be stored, database 001, username we can write the username root, can define the password Cloudera. Then we have table name, table name associate. We created a new table associate. Now export directory. So export directory, it's a argument used with export command to specify the XDFS directory. So here I'll be going to write user Cloudera associate 2. This is my directory, right? Okay, I'm just submitting this. Okay, scope export command. So let's see whether it works fine or it has some error. Okay, it has some error. Unrecognized argument. Export dir. Table name export. Okay. I have put the 3 column from with up before the export the dir. That's why it is showing the error. Can see 3 column I have inserted. It should be 2.
Prabhat, it is showing some user scoop. The scoop is in some user lib scoop. Even at that time also we got the error. No?
Which error?
The first line warning. Warning we can ignore.
Yeah, this is just a warning. This is not related to scope. This is an accumulo error. So you can ignore it. The error will be in the end.
Okay.
So here, if you see the information warning, then read the error tag. Error parsing argument for export. Unrecognized argument export dir.
Okay, Prabhat.
Not recognized argument export dir. It should be in a double hyphen, but I put 3 hyphens before export
Okay.
dir.
Okay.
What is now the job is submitted to the cluster, and we can get the job ID. Still running. So creating one more table for another use case. COVID, suppose. Integer. Integer. String. No. So exported 17 records. So you can see map has completed 100%. Now map input record 17, map output record 17, and transferred 2.17 kilobytes in 1 to 9 seconds and exported. Earlier it was showing retrieved number of records. Now it is showing exported 17 records. So what is the expectation here? That means it has exported 17 records from the SDFS to MySQL. Now let's run the select query. On which table will be going to run? Associate table, right? Select a strict from associate. Can see the data here. The data has been exported from the HDFS to MySQL using scoop export utility. So what it does? So first we create our schema of the table in MySQL or in relational database. Then we run the scoop export utility. Nothing else.
But if you're not creating the schema, it won't export, right? If you don't create the schema, that is, if you don't create the table.
Think about it. Like you have in SDFS, there is no schema defined, right?
Yes, yeah, we didn't define schema in HDFS while importing.
Yeah. How school will recognize that the first column as will be treated as integer, or what will be the data type for these columns, right? So it SDFS does not understand like the first column is a integer type or whether it is a string type, since it's a file system, right?
Yes,
So it
yes,
only
yes,
understands the files and directories.
yes,
So while coding a data in MySQL or relational database has tables and databases. So tables has schema. So
yes.
it's a predefined you need to define it's a prerequisite to define a schema before running the export. Otherwise, it export will fail, since there is no schema defined for the data that will be going to import in MySQL, right? So for that,
Okay,
create a schema first, and then we extend the export command.
okay, Prabhat.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead run the another utility. Okay, first I'm going to insert one record or one or two record into COVID table. One, and the number of beds 100, and the hospital. Okay, now I'll show tables. Now I have three tables in one database, right? I wanted to import all the tables in one from in one go. Excuse me. Now we understand like how we import single table in from MySQL to SDFS, right? Please confirm yes or no.
Yes, Prabhat, yes.
Yes, Prabhat.
And this use case is how to import all the tables from MySQL to SDFS in using single command. I have 3 tables associated COVID customers. So I'll be going to run another command, scope import all tables command. Scope import all tables. Connect JDBC MySQL colon. Okay, now I'm not defining the table. So this import all tables utility import all the tables from the MySQL, but we'll define the target directory. User Cloudera all tables. This is my directory name.
All tables, should we make the directory or directory is already there, all tables? In HDFS.
Directory is not there. Warehouse.
What does that mean, Prabhat? Warehouse directory? Warehouse directory.
Explain you the meaning of warehouse dir argument. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. So warehouse directory means, so we specify target directory with single import. But while importing all the tables, you need to define the warehouse directory. It is considered as a warehouse which receives all the tables data from the MySQL. So it could be like warehouse which has the directory all tables, and all tables has all the tables information. So consider like it's a warehouse. It's a warehouse in SDFS which has all the tables information. It's a kind of directory in a SDFS. Like in Hive, we have warehouse directory in SDFS. While running the scope import all tables, we define the warehouse directory close.
Okay. Instead of using target directory, you used warehouse directory, user Cloudera all tables, right?
Yeah, directory name could be different, could be anything. Yeah.
Okay. But instead of target, you used warehouse.
Yes, right. Yeah. Error during no primary key could be found for table COVID. Please specify one with split by or performing. Okay. So understand. Cloudera all tables. I'm running the job again with -1 mapper. Number of members I'm defining as 1. I'm running it again. Okay. I need to change the name of the directory. All tables too. Guys, any questions so far?
No, no, Prabhat, I'm good.
Okay.
नहीं
In the next use case, we'll be going to import data in Hive from MySQL. So we write the scoop import command, the same command, but we add the hive import argument with the scoop import command. So it will direct to scoop that user want to write the data in Hive from MySQL from or relational database, and we specify the table name, Hive table name. So this is the only change while writing the data from MySQL to Hive. So we'll run it once this job is complete. We'll run that example. Like we have not read about HBase, but we can write the data, import the data from from a relational database to HBase, but HBase does not support to export data from HBase to relational database. So there is no utility to export data from HBase to relational database. Since when we import data in HBase, the data structure changes, so it does not support. Scoop does not support export feature from HBase, but from Hive we can do. From Hive HDFS we can export the data from HDFS or Hive to relational database. If you work on Oracle or any other database other than MySQL, you can also try importing the data from the relational database If you are working on Oracle, Netezza, PostgreSQL in your project, you can also try from there to import data from the database to HDFS or Hive. Once the data is imported in a Hive or HDFS, you can run that job and see, and you will feel like I imported a data. Imported a data from MySQL. Okay, I'm running this job and I get the desired output. Now I'll write the data back to the relational database. You can create a use case. So it has been done. All the jobs have been completed. Now I'll be running a ls command on all tables 2 directories. Now here you will see the 3 directories created under all tables 2 directory. Yeah. All the tables have been inserted into HDFS and created a directories associate COVID customer. If you run the COVID and you wanted to see the output, you can run cat command on the COVID directory. You will see 2 records have been inserted into HDFS. Can see the output. 2 records have been inserted into COVID into HDFS from in COVID directory. Similarly, customer and associate has the records. Now I'll be going to run Hive. So I can use beeline or whatever. C colon Hive to local host 10,000. I'm starting a beeline shell for importing a data from MySQL to Hive. Okay. I'll use the same data set like customer data set. Scope import connect JDBC MySQL colon localhost database, MySQL database name, MySQL past username, root, password, Cloudera, and then we'll define the table name, customer, Hive import, and the Hive table. We can use the creator same database, like create database Z01. No connection. Hive table Z01 road customer table create a Hive table. Do not connect to the chest to please check the server URL and if the URL is correct. Connection request. Connection. So guys, do you want to take a break or I should continue the session?
Would like to take a break, Prabhat, 5 minutes break.
Okay, let's take a break and we'll resume back at 10:40. Okay, will that be fine?
Okay, Prabhat.
Yeah, Prabhat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pausing a video for 10 minutes.
Prabhat. Okay, Prabhat.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Prabhat.
Yeah, hi Ari. I
Yeah,
started the
continue.
recording. Yeah, we
Sure,
can.
thank you.
Yep. So yeah, so we were in the middle of running the scoop import process for importing a data into Hive. So I see in the when we were in the break, so I see the data has been imported in Hive. So I'll explain it again what has been done and how we ran that job scoop import process to run the data in Hive. So this is a command. If you can see scoop import connect connection parameter username password and table name. So this is same across the scoop import process, but while importing a data in Hive, so what we do, we specify hyphen import, and that tells that the scoop, so we as user wanted to import the data in Hive, so it rather than writing a data in SDFS, it import the data in Hive. So Hive import, it's an argument used for importing a data in Hive. Then we specify the table name, Hive table name. So hyphen table is different from Hive table argument, right? Hyphen table argument is used to specify the MySQL table, and Hive table is used for defining the table name. Hive table name. So here we specifying the database name. I have created a database name. So you have to create that same data. You have to create a database, and then you can import the data in Hive. So I have created a database name, database Z01, and the table name I am specifying here customer underscore Hive. This is my Hive table name. Then followed by create Hive table. So create Hive table argument is used if you have not created any table in Hive, and the job will create a table for you. So hyphen create Hive table table state argument tells that this job has to create a table definition in Hive, and the table definition in Hive will be same as the table definition in MySQL. Since while running the job, while running the import process, it read the structure of the MySQL table, right? Table column, number of columns, name of the columns, and type of the column. So with the help of these with the help of this information, it creates a same table in Hive with the same schema. And while once the job is complete, job, you can see job is complete, and here transfer to 14 bytes and retrieve 5 record executing select statement, and the column created had to be cast to less precise type in Hive. Time taken loading data to target table customer Hive, and table has stats 0. Okay. So now go back to the Hive and run the select query. So you can see the query result. If you describe the table, customer ID as created integer, first name as integer, last name as integer, city as string, age as integer, created date as string. If you don't specify create Hive table argument, so what happens? So you need to specify the table. You need to create a table schema first in Hive, then you can run the scoop import process. Is that clear? Can somebody explain that, like what I just talked to you? Can you explain the scoop import process in Hive? Okay, I'll take the Amisha name. So Amisha, can you explain the process, the scoop import process in Hive? Amisha, you are on mute. Okay, Preeta.
Yes,
Preeta, can you explain the process?
yes, Prabhat. First, we are getting a connection to the Hive session, and then creating a table in Hive, and then we are importing the table to Hive.
So are we creating a table in Hive?
Yes, we are creating a table in Hive.
No, no, Preeta, I'm not creating a table in Hive.
So create table, that is what I didn't get. The create table you put, right? Create table, table name.
No, I have not done it in Hive.
We are importing table from MySQL to Hive, right?
Yeah, correct. That is correct. Yeah, create Hive table. Yeah. Okay, you're talking about a create Hive table. This argument.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So you can explain again. Yeah, but sorry.
We are importing a table from MySQL to Hive. So for that, we are connecting to MySQL first, and then we are importing the table to Hive.
Okay, what is the use of Hive table argument? What is the use of this argument?
I don't know.
So, okay.
And one more doubt, and if I'm importing the table from Hive to SQL to Hive, we don't need any connection to Hive, right? You didn't mention any connections to Hive. You didn't connect to Hive also. You are in HDFS.
This is a great question. Preeta, like yeah, this is a very good question. Since where your job is running, scoop job is running. So
In
your job is
HDFS.
running in a cloud era of distribution, in a house
Yes.
of Hadoop, right?
Hadoop,
So
yes.
it's not where Hive is running.
It's also
Since
running in Hadoop.
CFS map reduce through scoop, it also knows where Hive is running. So
Okay.
we cannot talk, it is not required to provide the connection parameters for Hive, since we are running the scoop job from the Hadoop environment. So there is no need to mention the connection parameters, right?
If connection parameters are not done, Hive usually creates a table in warehouse, right? Hive's tables are in Hive databases are in warehouse.
Yeah,
So
yeah, right.
where does this table being created? This table would be creating where? It's not
Which
inside warehouse. Did you get my question, Prabhat?
I get your first question, but this question I didn't get it.
Yes, Prabhat. Usually when we connect to Hive, it will create database tables, everything inside warehouse, right?
Yeah, right.
Nowhere else it will create. So Hive connection is totally done in warehouse. I mean,
Yeah,
the process. Now you're
Hmm.
creating a table you're creating create Hive table, right?
Yeah.
Without giving a connection, this table will be created in warehouse or in HDFS.
No, the tables will be created in the warehouse, Hive warehouse.
Okay, without creating a connection, this will be created in warehouse itself.
Connection is already established, Preeta. Since you are running the scope command, scope scope read the Hive configuration internally.
Okay. Okay.
And it connect with the Hive, and it will write the data to the warehouse.
Okay, Prabhat. Okay, Prabhat. Thank you.
Okay, you don't know the Hive table, right? This what is the use of this argument, right?
Yes, I don't know.
Hive table, here with the help of this argument, you are specifying the table name, Hive table name. You can see I have specified the database name and the Hive table name. So you, tell me, you are importing a data in Hive, but which table are you importing the data in Hive? So you need to specify the database name and table name, right?
Yes, Prabhat, the table name is customer underscore Hive.
Correct, correct.
So Hive, I am specifying this is parameters, right? Hive table is a parameter, and this is a database, and Hive customer underscore Hive is a table. Hive import.
Yeah.
Okay.
And create Hive table. So this tells that so user wanted to scope that the scope job will create a table schema for us. So if I don't write a create table statement, create Hive table argument, so you should first create a table in Hive, then you can run the job. If you don't wanted to specify the table in Hive, you don't wanted to create a table first.
Yes, Prabhat. Previously, it is understood that in HDFS, we don't need to create any table because it is a file system. It will be copying the files as directories and files, right? So for Hive alone, why we are creating this table?
Since Hive is also built on tables and column format, so it requires a schema to store the information.
Okay. Okay.
Give me an example. Like if you wanted to store a data in MySQL, right? So
yes.
Can you store the data in MySQL without creating a table?
No, it requires schema.
Yeah. Similarly, Hive requires a schema. Hive is also a database, and it follows the SQL like structure, right? It has SQL like
SQL, yes. Yeah, SQL, yes.
SQL requires a schema, table schema.
Okay,
So,
okay, Prabhat. Yeah, now I got it. Yeah.
Now you are importing a data in Hive. That means you are writing a data to Hive. So Hive requires a schema so that it can fit, the data can fit into the table.
And you're not creating the table, you're just creating the table name. Inside the table name, you're not creating schema, right? That is fine.
So schema will be create, like if I use create Hive table, this is a function given to us that tell you that we will take care, school will take care of creating a schema for you. So what it does?
Yeah, Hive doesn't know, right? Which schema is there in MySQL. How can it write the table schema without knowing the schema definitions?
Yeah, Scoop knows the schema of table MySQL. Since it is like yesterday you was there, we were discussing about the widget class, a class that is responsible of parsing a data, MySQL data, right? It
yes,
widget
yes,
class
yes.
read the SQL data, SQL columns, data type, and it will create a same schema in Hive.
Okay, parsing is done here.
Yeah, you're right. So
okay,
if you see
Prabhat.
the schema in MySQL, can see the schema of customer table, customer ID, first name, last name, city, age, credit. So similarly in Hive, the same columns have been created.
This is done through parsing, you told, right? Since
Yeah. This is internally done by Scoop. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? Are we good now?
I'm good
Yes,
with
Prabhat.
this.
Yeah.
I'm good,
Okay.
Prabhat.
Like I'll just clear one more doubt here. If you don't specify create Hive table, so you need to create table here. you need to create a table. Create table with same schema. Then you can run the Hive job. Then you don't need to provide the create Hive table. So since you are creating a table first, and then you are importing a data in Hive. Okay. Now we'll see the export process in Hive. Okay. This would be the probably the last use case of running the scoop jobs. Okay, so now the command would be to running the scoop export process that transfer the data from Hive to MySQL. So we'll be doing some export process now. Scoop export. Okay, let's not discuss now. We'll take it later. Okay, I'm going to present my PPT slides. So I'm stop sharing my screen and going to the PPT. Oh shit, man. Okay. I thought video Zoom call is ended. Okay. Let me know if you are able to see my presentation.
No, Prabhat, it's not coming.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we discussed export process yesterday. Now we'll discuss about the controlling import process. So we already use warehouse directory. So it's a directory which is stored all the tables directories information, right? So we can use warehouse directory if you wanted to import all the tables from MySQL from one database. So you can use warehouse directory. And target directory is used. It is used for corresponding to each table instead of making it as the same table name. So we can use target directory with scoop import. And if you have a data, and if you wanted to import data you wanted to import data from MySQL to SDFS, but the default format, default delimiter is tab or comma, but you wanted to specify your own delimiter. So you can use hyphen fields terminated by tab or any other delimiter with the argument fields terminated by. So once the data is retrieved in SDFS, so data will be tab separated. Is that fine with you? The meaning of fields terminated by arguments. If not, please let me know. I can explain it.
Please explain again.
Yeah, okay. So fields terminated by. Suppose you are you are importing a data from MySQL to SDFS, but by default data comes in which format? Can you tell me the delimiter, default delimiter used in MySQL or in
Comma.
SDFS?
Comma.
Comma, correct? But if you wanted to change the delimiter, so what is the how you change the delimiter?
Fields terminated by /t.
Yeah, correct. Fields terminated by delimiter. So in that case, you can use any delimiter which you wanted to use in your project. If you,
Prabhat, since I use commas for schemas, I use fields terminated by comma. Is that correct or wrong?
come again. What was your question?
Since I am separate, that is, I am segregating this schemas, right? That is table names,
Yeah,
name,
that is,
first name.
you can use it. You can
That is different.
that is different. You need to use the comma if you are defining a columns, right? In a
Yes.
schema, you can find the columns in a schema. Only delimiters you can use a comma. But if you want it, like I show you the example. 1 second. Okay, sharing my cloud era. Okay. So this is a data retrieved from MySQL, but the default delimiter is used here as comma. But you wanted to change it to some other delimiter like pipe delimited or colon or at any other delimiter you want to
Yeah,
use.
now I got it, Prabhat. The output is shown like this. The output, if you want to be separated by commas or if you want space, so that is the delimiter, field delimiter.
Yeah. Now,
okay, Prabhat.
Now you can run like if I delimiter, this is my directory, okay, and I'm putting a one table name associate, okay, associate. This is my table name and the fields terminated by pipeline operator. You can put pipeline operator. So the data comes in SDFS in pipe delimited format. So while importing a data in SDFS, you can change the delimiter, field delimiter. So this is an argument used for changing the field delimiter while running the scoop import process. So once the job is completed, you will be able to see data is in different format, the pipes delimited format. Let's wait for a minute to complete this job. Then we'll go ahead with the next topic. Okay, job has been complete. Now we'll see the output in SDFS. So you can see the output. The output is now pipe delimited. After each value, the delimiter is used as pipe, then next value, then pipe operator, next value, pipe operator. So this is pipe delimited data. So in that case, you can use the any other delimiter. If you wanted to convert the data into some other format, you can use the pipe delimiter operator, fields terminated by, and you can specify the delimiter. Okay, now back to the slides. Okay, now we discuss about the fields terminated by, lines terminated by. Also, we can use it with the scope import process. So by default, the line terminated by would be a new line character. So it could be a any other format. You can use it with the scope import process. Now coming to the next topic, next is controlling import process. So scope is pre-configured to map most of the SQL type to appropriate Java or Hive types. But we can override this by setting up the property -map -column -Java. So you can map ID as string, values integer. Suppose you in SQL you these columns are defined as already mapped with the SQL data types. So you can change it, override that property like ID, you can define as string, value as integer with the help of this property. And next we have append data to the output table directory. Suppose you have already imported the data in SDFS, but next day you wanted to run that import process, but you wanted to import the data in a same directory. You wanted to import the append the data in an existing directory. You can use -append. So it will append the data in the SDFS. This is very interesting. If you understand append. Append is basically to append the data to the existing files. You understand? Any questions?
Yes, Prabhat, got it.
Okay. The append is nothing. It is used with a scope import process to append the data in a SDFS. So you can use -append. So if you wanted to enable the compression in the output file, so you can use -z with the scope import process. It will enable the compression. It will enable the compression and the files will be written in SDFS, will be in the compressed format. So you can use -z with the scope import process.
For uncompressing, for compressed data, uncompressing it.
So map if you process that, like, yeah, this is a very good question. Like if you uncompress that file, so MapReduce has you can just specify the file path while processing the data. MapReduce will by default internally convert the file into an uncompressed format. You don't need to take care of.
Okay. Just we need to specify the uncompressed path.
Yeah, compressed file location. So it will uncompress the file and will process. You don't need to think about how I can compress uncompress that file from the compressed format. So that will take care by MapReduce.
MapReduce or scoop, Prabhat?
Scoop internally uses MapReduce, like we have already seen, right? So
Okay,
yeah, Scoop will take care of uncompressing the file. Hive import arguments, like we already done that. Hive override create Hive table. We already set. We already discussed. If the value is set, then job will fail if table exists. By default, the property is false. Hive table we already worked on. Hive table argument. Set the Hive table to use when importing to Hive. Hive drop import delimiter. So we can define the delimiter as well. Partition key, partition value. We can use it if you have a partition. If you wanted to create a partition table, so you can use Hive partition key and values. Importing data from MySQL to Hive and exporting data from Hive to MySQL. So Hive to MySQL is same as exporting data from SDFS to MySQL, and the only difference is here in Hive we define the location, export directory location as Hive warehouse location. So you can see scoop export process, driver name, connection parameter, username, password, table. We specify the MySQL table name, and export directory is a warehouse directory of Hive. User Hive warehouse and the database name and table name. So directory will be exported from the Hive to MySQL, and input field terminated by and the number of mappers to run. So the difference is, the only difference is when you export data from Hive to MySQL, so you specify the warehouse directory. And in case of SDFS to MySQL, you specify the SDFS location. I hope you got my point here.
Yes, Prabhat, yes. During export, warehouse should be mentioned here.
Export directory. Yeah, right, correct. HBase import arguments. So you have not completed the HBase, so I think we cannot discuss HBase import. HBase is a key value store, so I just understand. We can specify HBase table, HBase SOKey, create table, column family. HBase has column families, which has. I think you can read it later, since it's a separate component. I cannot like when you will be completing HBase, then you will understand the column families in HBase, row keys in HBase, how we create a table in HBase. HBase is a schema-less. It does not support the schema. So when you understand the difference in NoSQL and SQL, then you will understand what is schema-less and how we store data in HBase. So Hive scoop also supports import data from MySQL to HBase. So this is a command to import data from MySQL to HBase. So we define the table name, column family, row key, and it will create a HBase table. And scoop does not support export of HBase data to relational database. So any questions so far? I think I'm done for the session, for the scoop session. Like now it's your time to practice all the scope import and export command, and you run all the utilities which we all covered today's session and the last session. And you can come back with your questions.
Sure, Prabhat, we'll try it today and we'll come back with the questions on Monday.
Try today.
Yeah, Prabhat.
You will forget what you have completed, what
Yes,
you have
yes. Sure,
learned.
sure, Prabhat.
Okay. So what are you? Stop recording to the cloud. Yes.